Hi guys, it's Nancy and I have some new products from Spellbinders and Simon Hurley Create to share with you, and I thought we'd put a card together. And the first thing I'm going to show you are brilliant butterflies, and you are going to get 6 butterflies, and I'll show the one set here. I can probably squeeze one more here. So you're going to get the outline or shadow die, and then you're going to get the detail die. So you get those 4. And then here are 2 more. So you're going to get, again, 6. And these are varying sizes. So you have some larger ones. You can see there's some medium ones. And then there's one smaller one. Okay. So those are the Brilliant Butterfly dies. And again, this is a collaboration with Simon Hurley Create and with Spellbinders. I'll move those over to the side. And then we have some new sentiments also. Spellbinders and Simon Hurley Create, and here are the sentiments, and the same thing, they are die cut, so you're going to get the shadow dies and you're going to get the actual words. So I'm just going to show you the words because the shadow dies do match. So we have hugs, thank and thanks, we have happy, birthday, we have love, hello, thinking of you. So you can make a couple of different sentiments, and they all have coordinating outline dies. So you can do hugs, love, you can do thank you, or you can just do thanks, happy birthday, thinking of you. So quite a few different ways, and I like that this is a pretty universal font. I think it's very classic and timeless, and these are nice size dies. Like, they're not too small, they're not too big, so you can use these on the front or the inside of the card. So we're going to move those aside, and just to save time, I've already prepared some of the things. I'm also bringing in the brand new 3D embossing folder, which is called the 4-petal 4-petal floral 3D embossing folder. And let me show you what that looks like. 4-petal. 4-petal is the name of the new collection, but this is the 4-petal floral embossing folder. Okay, so it's beautiful. I think it's a mix of a couple different kinds of flowers. Lovely. And using that with the everyday sentiments and the brilliant butterflies, I have already done some of the prep work here. So I have here, this is what that embossing folder looks like with the 3D look to it. Gorgeous. And of course you can spray this, you can ink over it, you can do lunar paste over it, you can do a lot of things over it. And then I've cut out 3 of the butterflies, and what I did here, you guys, was I just used the new Olo markers. Okay, and they're alcohol markers, and I just colored the wing. So I colored the wing. This is vellum, by the way. I just cut out some vellum. Nothing special. And then I die cut this out of black cardstock, the frame. So by doing that, now I have 3 different butterflies. Look at this one. I just used 2 different colors there. So we have our 3 butterflies. So they're ready to go. And then I wanted to show you, here is the hello, how nice size that hello sentiment is. And here is the shadow die. So it's just running these pieces through your embossing folder. 3D embossing folder requires the new universal plate system. And then just die cutting all of these pieces out and using a little bit of marker. So let's put this together. Now this embossing folder has an opening in the space in the center there. So you can use that to put your sentiment in or cover it, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to cut this down to 5. I guess I'll do, let's do 4 1/4 by 5 so it covers the whole card front. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, that's actually perfect right there. So I have 2 card fronts out of it. going to save this one for another card. Use this one. Bring in my new Spellbinders tape runner. And I'm going to put that opening on the right side. You could put it on either side. It looks fine. But I want it on the right side here. And I'm going to cover that whole front of my card here. Okay. And then with the hello. That's a little too thick. I'm going to just use my pokey tool and just fold over any of that excess adhesive where the openings are between the L's. Should have just used some fine tip glue. All right, it's a little bit better. That was more cumbersome than it needed to be. Do as Nancy says and not as Nancy does. Use some liquid adhesive on that. Okay, we're good. It's pretty good. I'm going to put that on there. And I'm just going to take my pokey tool and again, just shove all that extra adhesive out of the way. Just in a hurry to glue it and didn't think about that. So the glue these glue strips do show through. I mean, they're mostly translucent, but you want to make sure that they're not poking out. There you go. And they do easily move out of the way. As you can see here, I can just poke through them with the pokey tool, my tool-in-one, and now it's out of the way. You can also erase any extra with an adhesive eraser. Okay. And I want that right here. Okay. Now for my flower or my butterflies, it really doesn't matter. I am going to use liquid adhesive on this just because it is such a small area I'm trying to glue. I'm just going to put glue on the center of their bodies. And this glue dries fairly quickly. I'm not going to try to glue every part of the wings down. I just need the centers. And you can use a stamping block or anything you have that's heavy. Oops, gotta make sure they're straight. Okay, and then it's just a matter of adhering these butterflies. right, I'm just going to let that set for a second. This is art glitter glue. It just dries very quickly, which is why I like to use it. But use whatever liquid adhesive you have. It really isn't going to show through that vellum too much because we've colored over it in marker. And I'm going to just grab my eraser here and just push a little bit more of that adhesive out of the way. That was a boo-boo. Should not have used that adhesive, but this is how we learn. Okay, and here we have the brand new 4-petal floral 3D embossing folder. And we have the Brilliant Butterflies from Simon Hurley Create and the Everyday Sentiments from Simon Hurley Create. And this was a collaboration with Spellbinders and Simon Hurley Create on the butterflies and the sentiments. And you can use any embossing folder, but I think that 3D embossing folder is a perfect match. And just by gluing the centers, I glued the vellum down. Now, of course, you can cut off any of that excess if you're going to be putting this in an envelope. Just snip a little bit right there and right here. There you go. And there we go. If you had fun watching me assemble this card, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, clicking the little bubble in the bottom right hand corner, and then click the bell if you want to receive notifications for any other videos that I might post. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.